Welcome to Week 8 in the National Football League. Today, or should I say tonight, I won't be there tonight at Ford Field. I'm going to be sitting in the comfort of my own home in northern Michigan, watching the World Series as well as the Detroit Lions. But let me say this. Week 8, our Detroit Lions are 3-3. They got us all excited the first 3 games of the season with a win, and a win. And then we've had a downhill slide since Atlanta got that decision at the end of the game at Ford Field, followed by consecutive losses to Carolina and the New Orleans Saints. Now, I was in New Orleans for that game, as you may know, and our Lions were down 5 touchdowns. They got within 1 touchdown. They got the New Orleans fans a little bit excited. They were so far gone, you can't recover from that. Matthew Stafford is indeed the best thing we have going for the Detroit Lions. He got played to be a quarterback, not to be a tackling dummy or a punching bag or a sparring partner. He has been just knocked down. He's been sacked 28 times, 17 times in the last 3 games. His quarterback rating has dropped considerably over the course of the last 3 games, and I think he's ranked about 26. But you know, generally a good quarterback or an average quarterback, you need 3 seconds to set up, get rid of that ball. He doesn't even have a second and a half of that time. By the time he gets the ball snapped to him, he gets knocked on his ass. Come on. We need a little protection for this guy. He's got a hell of an arm. There's no question about that. The Lions kept getting hurt during that game. We lost a few key players, but I'm glad to hear, although he's listed as questionable, we will have Golden Tate back tonight. And I just like the way that guy plays football, period. Now, additionally, for those of you who may or may not know, there's a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers that come to Detroit to Ford Field, and they almost think that they're playing at Heinz Field, and they think it's their turf. They've had great success at Ford Field. They beat the Lions at Ford Field on more than one occasion. Let's call it one occasion. They haven't played the Pittsburgh Steelers too often, but the Pittsburgh Steelers beat them at Ford Field, and the Pittsburgh Steelers won a Super Bowl at Ford Field. Go figure. Now, the Lions' track record since I graduated high school in 1966, pretty deplorable. They've only won like 2 games, and both of those were at the Silverdome. I think the last time they won was 1998. Really? And that was an overtime game on Thanksgiving. So like 2 victories since then. You know, pretty pathetic. Now, they don't play Pittsburgh on a regular basis, but hey, give us a break. Now, I'm going to predict that the Lions are going to come back tough tonight, but you got to protect Stafford. And it seems like when we've played the Steelers, they've had guys from Michigan like Jerome the Bus Bettis, who kicked our butts a few times. And the running back that we got to look out for tonight is a Michigan State guy. So, hey, Lions, how about winning today? Because it's a big day. 3-3, you're even again. You lose today, I'm not going to see a lot of positive things in your future. You need to get above that 500 mark and start winning some games. Green Bay has lost superstar Aaron Rodgers. So when we were leaving the New Orleans game, people were talking, well, things aren't that bad. And there was a lot of Lions fans there. Well, things aren't that bad. Aaron Rodgers is out for the season. So, we got to depend on somebody else getting hurt in order for us to be good. But you know what? Minnesota is right on top. And they beat Cleveland, a nothing team, but they beat them in London, England today. So, we need to get on track. Let's get back. And Lions fans, those of you that are there, let's out-cheer the Steelers fans that are definitely going to be there. Let's see, the last time, 4 years ago, 2013, I was at Heinz Field. The Lions had every opportunity for victory, but didn't fail to disappoint at the end with a loss. So I'm going to say, as I usually do, I'm going to be optimistic. Go Lions.